I said I wanna rock.
Are we gonna be goofing off like this every day?
We're not goofing off. We're creating musical fusion.
Wow, you're amazing, dude.
Thanks. I like to play.
I'm a small reporter from Rolling Stone magazine that's in town to do an exclusive interview with Michael Jackson.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
It is time for the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown.
Please select player.
Alright guys, this is the first ever album review done by the Unsigned Unhinged Meltdown, and we are doing it for my dear close personal friends, The First Rule. The First Rule, their new album, which comes out on Friday. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I could tell you what could possibly go wrong. You guys not buying the album. That's what could possibly go wrong. You need to just stop doing what you're doing. Be there on Friday night and check out the album release party, which will be at the Port in Kenosha, Wisconsin, with Slaughter Party and Size 5s. Those guys are going to put on one hell of a show. It's free, so I don't know why you wouldn't go, because it's free. But right now, we're going to be taking we got some samples of some of the great music that's on this new album, which, by the way, guys, they're doing a contest right now, The First Rule. On the album cover, you can tell that everybody is 8-bit. Now, if you don't know what 8-bit is, you're probably too young, and, well, then maybe you should not be listening to this show. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. You can keep listening to the show. But all the characters on the cover are in 8-bit. Now, as you know, the First Rule, rather, is a 5-piece band. But there is 9 characters that are done in 8-bit. Now, for those of you that want to get a copy of the CD, but are just going, I don't have the money. Well, they're giving away free CDs, so you get to go to the show for free, but you can actually go and get the CD for free, and this is how you're going to do. This is how they're doing it. So they have a contest going for the first person that can guess all 4 of the 8-bit characters that are not in the band correctly. You will get a free copy of The First Rule's new album, What Could Possibly Go Wrong. Alright, so the first song that we're going to play, actually just a sample of it. You're going to get a little bit of samples of music throughout this. And the first song that we're going to be sampling is actually one of my personal favorite songs that they ever done. And this song was on their EP. For those of you guys that don't know, the man Frank E has contacts, okay? You know, I have contacts. But the first EP, which was released a while ago, which I don't even think it's possible to get that EP anymore, but I have my hands on it, and you don't. But, yeah, so off that first EP, there was a song called A Little Reflection, A Lot of Regret, and honestly, that was one of my favorite songs. And sadly, it was not on Street Fight. Darn you, Chris. I wanted that song, but now I got it. I can listen to it besides being on the demo copy of the EP. So guys, check it out right now. Here is a little sample for you guys of A Little Reflection, A Lot of Regret. Check it out.
I heard the songs all about wasted youth with their beautiful and captivating cautionary truths. Never thought I'd be ripped apart at the
right, guys, I hope you like that song just as much as I do. Again, just a little snippet for you guys, just a little taste. I like to give teasers, and I like to give little samples and tastes. You know, like when you go to a supermarket and they're handing out the free samples, and you just act like you never had one, and you just dress up in different, disguises so you can keep going around to keep getting all that free cheese and sausage and such. Yeah, well, that's what we're giving you right now, just a little teaser and a little bit of a taste of what to expect from this new album, which, like I said, guys, this Friday at the Port in Kenosha, Wisconsin. You should be there because it's free. But yeah, as you guys know, the first rule is this new album is it's really good. I sat there and I got to preview the album. Really good. They take it, they don't stir away. They don't change their style, which I like. If you guys are there on Friday, Frankie from Unsigned, Unhinged, that is me, will be there. And I'll be yelling out bass solo all day long to Chris, and he'll yell at me and give me like 2-3 chord bass solos, which you guys got to jump along with me on that and just start yelling bass solo until he still, gives us a full-fledged bass solo. Don't tease me with 3 chords, Chris. I want a full bass solo. So, as you guys know, they were working on a lot of new music, and Bo, the new addition, well, not so new, but he, new to the new album, you know what I mean? So, but I believe, if I remember correctly, this song was actually written by Chris, and honestly, I truly, truly admire this song, and that's Dictator, parentheses, we elected a. Now, this song is actually unique compared to most of the songs that they do, as in the lyrics are not sung, but they are like strictly spoken, which I think it brings a new dynamic to the song, and I really, really, truly enjoy it that Nick has chosen to speak the words rather than try and sing them, but I'm sure if he wanted to, he probably could, but, that's neither here nor there. But I digress. I like that word, digress. I like it. I like it a lot. So, but Dictator, parentheses, we elected a, is on the new album, which is what could, which you guys should be there buying on Friday. Because what could possibly go wrong? Like I said, you not buying the album and you not being there. So be there, check it out. It's What Could Possibly Go Wrong is the name of the album. The 10th track on the album is Dictator, parentheses, we elected a. And like I said, in my opinion, it's probably, I love the whole album, I really do. But it's one of my favorite songs that's on the album. Actually, I believe I was there when they unveiled this song live for the first time. So, yeah, and as I said, we're giving you samples, we're giving you teasers, we're giving you little simple tastes of what to expect on the album. So, guys, check it out without any further ado. I know I've been teasing you and talking about it, so check it out. This is Dictator, parentheses, we elected a.
When a dictator comes into power, he maintains control through violence, propaganda, and deceit. He will shut down his opposition, silence the mass media, and discredit the other branches of government to get his way. We elected a dictator! We elected a dictator! We elected a! We elected a! We elected a dictator! We elected a dictator! We elected a dictator! We elected a! We elected a! We elected a dictator!
We elected a dictator! Yeah, dude, seriously, guys, that song, woo! Yeah, totally anti-Trump. That's okay. We don't like Donald Trump. I mean, if you do like Donald Trump, hey, to each their own. That's why we live in a free country. Doesn't mean you have to like what I like, and I don't have to like what you like. It's your, your own incorrect opinion, and you're entitled to it. Mine just happens to be the right one. Anyway, moving right along, as we're discussing the First Rules debut album, or debut. Oh, gosh, goodness gracious me, oh my. We'll just say debut album with Bo. There we go. Now I don't sound like a jackass. No, their new CD, debut album with Bo, which, for those of you that don't know, Bo plays guitar. Bo knows guitar. And I'm actually in talks right now with Nike, and we're going to make a black and white poster of Bo where he has the guitar on his shoulders, and it's going to say, Bo knows guitar. Just like back in the day with Bo Jackson. But Bo knows guitar. So be on the look for that in the future. It'll probably happen somewhere in the year of 2027 when I actually get famous. So, for those of you guys that don't know what's been going on with the First Rule, they have been working very diligently with this album and, did a Kickstarter thing. And, there was big winners, or big spenders, should we say, that had donated large amounts of money. Large amounts of money, which is always great, because let me tell you guys, me not even being in the band, I get chills when I see people that are donating that kind of money to a band to help them put out their music, get a video published, all that stuff. So the first guy who donated money was Ethan Parr. So Ethan, kudos to you, my friend, as you donated a good chunk of money for the First Rule to cover a song. Now that's what happens when you donated this largely some chunk of money and your wallet said ouch. Or maybe it said thank you because your wallet likes the First Rule just as much as you do. But anyway, with that being all said, Ethan Parr donated his chunk of money and requested, because that's what happened when you donated this chunk of money, you got to request for them to cover a song. Now these songs are not on the album, but they are going to be available for download. I believe the talk was Bandcamp. Nothing is official as of yet. I know Chris was discussing it, but I know that this one is on YouTube, and it was a cover of Husker Du. They had their song Don't Want to Know If You Are Lonely, which is what Ethan asked for them to try and tackle, which they did. Now, me personally, I don't know who Husker Du is, so if that makes me non-American, I apologize. But, so, here is a little snippet and a little taste. And Ethan, you did a good job with your song selection. And I actually had to go back and actually hear the original. So, with that being said, First Rule, guys, you guys always kill it. You guys always bring it, and you always add a little bit of punk flair into everything, and I love it. So, guys, check it out with the First Rule doing a little rendition by Husker Du. Check it out.
The day you left me feeling oh so bad. Still I'm not sure about all the doubts we had. From the beginning we both knew it wouldn't last. Decisions have been made, the die has been cast. Don't wanna know if you are lonely. Don't wanna know if you are less than lonely. Don't wanna know if you are lonely. Don't wanna know.
Alright guys, that was Husker Du. Again, thank you Ethan for your donation to the band. I know they appreciate it. I know us as fans appreciate it. We truly do. That was a very good rendition of a song which honestly I heard for the first time when I was actually previewing the CD, and was told that these were the songs that were going to be done, and I had to go and look and check them out. So, but the second one, most of you guys, well, most of you guys should know it. And with that being said, we have to do a huge thank you to Brittany. Now, I apologize if I chop up the name, but Brittany Lorick wanted to hear something that's not exactly punk being done by a punk band, which is Alanis Morissette, You Ought to Know, which, now I actually heard the story about this. Now, for those of you guys that know, Alanis Morissette, I don't know if you know this, but she's a female. She's a girl. I don't know if you guys knew. I just thought I should tell you. But she is a female vocalist. And Nicholas, the lead singer, or Nick, whichever way you want to call him, just don't call him late to dinner. That's bad. Don't do that. But he's a guy. He is a guy, you know. So they were actually, like, you know, they were recording said song, and Chelsea, they told Chelsea to take a crack at it, and Chelsea took a crack at it, and let me just say, Chelsea, you should be doing backup vocals more often because, girl, you got some pipes, so don't sell yourself short. For those of you guys that know, Chelsea is the most modest member in the band. She's very, I don't want to say quiet, because she can be, but she's not exactly the most energetic individual on stage. But she's very talented, and she's very humble, and, you know, she doesn't, you know, she's really calm, cool, collective about it. She's really the Joe Cool, so to speak. But we still want a bass solo, Chris. Don't give me 3 chords. But guys, check it out. This is a little taste, just a little sample for you guys of the first rule covering Alanis Morissette's You Ought to Know.
You seem very well. Things look peaceful. I'm not quite as well. I thought you should know. Did you forget about me, Mr. Duplicity? I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner. It was a slap in the face. How quickly I was replaced. And are you thinking of me when you fuck her? Cause the life that you gave every mate wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No. And every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me until you died? Till you died, but you're still alive. And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you've given me. You ought to know.
Alright guys, check it out. We're back. Of course I'm back, because I'm talking. Yeah, I get silly on my show. It's okay. That's what I do. So, as we've given you tastes and samples of what could possibly go wrong, I'm going to give you a full song, which, as you guys know, I've talked about Dictator. Dictator is one of my favorite songs on the album. And, as you guys know, a little reflection and a lot of regret is one of my personal favorites that they have always done. So with that being said, you're probably wondering, because I've talked these songs up so much, where am I possibly going to go with this? Well, my other favorite song on the album, which, guys, seriously, the whole album's great, so I don't know why I say one of my favorite songs on the album. I mean, for me, it's like choosing between your favorite child. It's like, what, you know, which, you know, on the podcast, Kyle, we had something going on Facebook, and he asked me to choose between 2 of my personal favorite bands, which are also like dearly close friends of mine, asked me to choose between one band. I'm like, dude, that's like asking me to choose between my favorite child. It's not possible. It cannot happen. So with that being said, moving on to the first rule. You know, we go on tangents here at Unsigned, Unhinged, Meltdown. My Meltdown Maniacs, you are aware of this, but the song that we're going to play for you guys in its entirety is Life Lessons in the Key of Self-Righteousness. Now, when I talked with Chris about this song, I said, did you guys have Chelsea harmonize? And he said no. And it was actually a relative of a member in the band, which, if I remember correctly, because the phone conversation happened a while ago, it was Mikey's sister or cousin actually did it. I believe it was one of Mike's relatives that helped him along with this in the harmonizing. And let me just say, it adds a new element to it, and I hope there's a way while playing this song live, because I've heard this song live before and I really enjoyed it, and I hope there's a way that you guys are planning on adding in that element when you're playing and performing this song live. So with that being said, I don't want to sit there and, because the guys are going to be on the show later on. Well, not guys, there's a girl. Guys and girl will be on the show later on to really discuss the new CD. But like I said before, guys, you have to be there tomorrow, Friday. You may not hear this. It could be tomorrow, but Friday the 13th is the CD release party for the First Rules debut album with Bo on guitar, as I messed up before. No, their second CD, What Could Possibly Go Wrong, or if we want to make it sound like I'm not a jackass, the debut CD with Bo on guitar. And just so you guys have the address, it's 714, that's on 50th Street in Kenosha, Wisconsin. That's the port. It looks like a house. So you could be like, oh, that's not a bar. It looks like a house. Trust me, that's the bar. It's a really small, intimate setting when the bands are playing there. It's really enjoyable. I've been there a few times for a few shows, and it's a really great place to catch a show. As small as it seems, that place gets packed, and it's a great environment for a show. But with that being said, be there for the CD release party. Check out this song, Life Lessons, in the key is self-righteousness, and make sure you buy the CD. Buy the CD. I don't know why I tell you guys to keep buying CDs, but you need to buy them. Buy them all. It's like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Only you should catch all the local music CDs because, well, they need money. Pokemon doesn't need money. Put down Pokemon Go and go and start listening to some local music. Hashtag support local music. Check it out, guys. This is Life Lessons in the Key of Self-Righteousness.
If I cry, so what if I take offense? I don't have to stand here and take all this. Emotion isn't weakness, despite all you say. I brought up a fight. I don't wanna do this all the same. In front of the friends you call success and fame, the ones who buy into your game, those that came to play. So who are you? Who made you judge of our relationship? To push me out after you've ended it. To ride your high horse in self-righteousness. Who are you to tell me? I follow your light. The friendship funeral pyre is burning, and I see the bones reach up to the ceiling. Say it this time with feeling, and you'll get your way. So who are you? Who made you judge of our relationship?
All right, on to the show. On with the show. And as I said, guys, I hope I see you guys out at the port on Friday, October 13th. Friday the 13th for the First Rule CD release party. That all starts at 8 p.m. But on to just giving you guys what you want. You guys want music. I mean, who doesn't like music? When words fail, music speaks. I'm telling you guys, that's how it goes down. So, with that all being said, I'm going to give you guys just one last little taste of what to expect on this new album. And that will be for the video that's going to be coming out soon, the song Can't Wait to Be Famous, which yours truly, Frank E, is in the video. You can find me. I'm out there. And if you want to know, all you got to do is just, pee on somebody's sock. And that's all you got to do is just pee on somebody's sock and things happen. Trust me, just pee on their sock. Trust me, if you guys were there, you would know, but you're not, but it's okay. The video shoot was I had a blast, and I was very honored and humbled to be a part of the experience, to be in the video Can't Wait to Be Famous, where I play Nick's boss. And I actually yell at him, and yeah, it felt good to yell at a Bear fan and be like, hey, you shouldn't be a Bear fan, you should be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. But no, not really. At least he's not a Packer fan. And we both love the Cubs, so we got that to work on. But, these things happen. So Can't Wait to Be Famous. This is a great song. The video shoot was just, it was blast. It was a blast. I had such a fun time being involved in this video shoot. They had three scenes, that 3 shots that I'm aware of, but I can't wait for this video to come out. So when that comes out, trust me, Unsigned, Unhinged will be sharing it like crazy, and I will be sharing it as well on my personal page. So Unsigned, Unhinged, Meltdown, Maniacs. Get ready for that when that comes out. You'll see me in a shirt and a tie, looking all spiffy and presentable, looking sophisticated. But it will be a lot of fun. I can't wait for it to come out. Most importantly, I can't wait for the CD release party on Friday, October the 13th at the Port in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's a free show. The show is free. It's free. There's no reason you shouldn't be there unless you live in California or Texas. But if that's the case, then why are you living there? Well, no, I know why you're living there, because you don't want to deal with the cold winters that we get here in Wisconsin. But with that being said, I just want to thank everybody for, all my Meltdown Maniacs. Just thank you guys so much for just tuning in, listening to the show. Thank you to all the bands for all the hard work that you guys put in, and just working 2 jobs, being a dad or a husband or a boyfriend on top of being a rock star. Thank you guys for all the hard work that you guys put in. You guys just bust your asses so much. And sometimes, as I know, being a promoter, sometimes it's literally chump change. And me personally, I don't see how great bands, like the bands that I put on stage performing for my shows that I put my name on, I don't understand why people can just not come, because the shows are amazing. Every show that Unsigned, Unhinged, Meltdown has put on has been absolutely amazing from start to finish. And I honestly can't see how people cannot get behind this movement, because, everybody loves music. And let me just tell you, why would you want to go and see a cover band? It doesn't take much to cover music. It really doesn't. But original music, I mean, come on, guys. But with that being said, I'm going on a tangent. So, the video Can't Wait to Be Famous is coming out, I believe, within a month or so. I believe. Maybe longer. I can't remember exactly when it was when Chris and I had to talk. But one more shout out, and that's going to go to Bo's wife, I believe, who actually did the intro and outro to the CD, as well as the individual track that happens in the middle. Which that was just, yeah, that was entertaining in itself. So thank you guys for listening. I hope to see you guys there on Friday, October the 13th at the Port for the First Rule CD release party. I mean, also, guys, the Slaughter Party is going to be there, Size 5s. And if I remember correctly, there is one other band that will be on the showcase, Gargoyle Gang. Oh, no, I stand corrected. It's Size 5s, Headsprings, Gargoyle Gang, Slaughter Party, and the First Rule. So that's one hell of a showcase. One hell of a showcase. So, guys, check it out. Friday the 13th. October 13th. To make it even spooky. So, guys, check it out. The First Rule CD release party, or debut CD release party with Bo on guitar. However you want to look at it, guys, check it out. This is Frankie, Unsigned, Unhinged, Meltdown. We'll see you guys next time. Check it out.
Wake up, Monday 6 a.m. Another 60-hour work week just to make ends meet. The boss is a cliche. Every day I hear him say, get back to work, stop writing songs on my dime. Fuck! Can't wait to be famous. Can't wait for YouTube to save us. Can someone pay my heat? 'Cause I can't feel my feet. Gonna finally afford to get something to eat and supporting for myself, my kids, my wife. Yeah, that'll be the life. Can't wait to be famous.
This is madness!
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Oh, and this one time at band camp,
If it's too loud, you're too old.
Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
I am rock and roll!
Game over.